Have you ever felt like someone you met was meant to be in your life? Like Allah was guiding you toward them in ways you couldn't explain? Finding the right spouse isn't just about chance. It's part of Allah's divine plan. But how do you know if someone is truly meant for you? In Islam, marriage is more than just a relationship. It's a sacred bond, a completion of half your faith. And when Allah chooses someone for you, He gives you signs, subtle yet powerful. Maybe your heart feels at peace, or unexpected doors start opening. Maybe your du'as start aligning with reality in ways you never imagined. But are you paying attention to these signs? Could Allah already be showing you your future spouse? In this video, we'll uncover the clear signs from the Quran and Hadith that reveal when Allah is guiding you toward the right person. Marriage in Islam is not just a social contract. It is a sacred bond designed by Allah to bring love, mercy, and tranquility into our lives. It is a sunnah of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and an act of worship that completes half of our faith. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "When a servant of Allah marries, he has completed half of his faith. So let him fear Allah regarding the remaining half." This hadith highlights that marriage is not just about companionship. It is a means of strengthening our faith and drawing closer to Allah. Through marriage, we learn patience, sacrifice, and responsibility, qualities that refine our character and help us become better Muslims. The Quran describes marriage as one of Allah's greatest blessings. And among His signs is that He created for you spouses from among yourselves, that you may find tranquility in them. And He placed between you love and mercy. Indeed, in that are signs for people who reflect. Surah Ar-Rum 30:21. This verse beautifully explains that a righteous marriage is built on sukun, peace, mawaddah, love, and rahmah, mercy. When two people come together with the intention of pleasing Allah, their relationship becomes a source of barakah, blessings. In today's world, people often focus only on looks, wealth, or status when choosing a spouse. But Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, advised us to prioritize faith and character above all else. A woman is married for four things: her wealth, her family status, her beauty, and her religion. So marry the one who is religious, may your hands be rubbed with dust. Bukhari, Muslim. A marriage based on deen lasts, while superficial things fade away. When Allah is at the center of a relationship, it leads to true happiness in this life and the next. Marriage is one of the most significant aspects of life, and in Islam, it is more than just a relationship. It is a sacred bond chosen by Allah. Many people wonder how they will know if someone is truly meant for them. Does Allah give signs when He is showing you your spouse? The answer is yes, but these signs are often subtle, and we must pay attention to them. One of the most profound signs is a sense of inner peace. When Allah has chosen someone for you, your heart feels at ease. There is no constant confusion or anxiety, only tranquility. The Quran describes this feeling beautifully. And among His signs is that He created for you spouses from among yourselves, that you may find tranquility in them, and He placed between you love and mercy. Surah Ar-Rum 30:21. This means that the right person will bring sukun into your life rather than unnecessary stress. Another sign is that your du'as start getting answered. If you have been making sincere du'a for a righteous spouse, and someone enters your life with the qualities you prayed for, this could be a sign from Allah. Sometimes we do not recognize Allah's answers because they come in unexpected ways. But when a person aligns with your du'as, your faith strengthens and everything falls into place naturally, it is worth reflecting on whether this is Allah's guidance. Relationships that are meant to be do not feel forced. They develop naturally without excessive struggles. This does not mean there won't be challenges, but things will move forward in a way that feels right. If you constantly have to fight for someone's attention or force the relationship to work, it may not be written for you. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught us that what is meant for you will not pass you by. Tirmidhi, when Allah has chosen someone for you, He removes unnecessary obstacles and makes the journey smoother. Character and faith are crucial when determining if someone is the right spouse. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, advised, "A woman is married for 4 things: her wealth, her family status, her beauty, and her religion. So marry the one who is religious. May your hands be rubbed with dust." Bukhari, Muslim. This applies to both men and women. A righteous spouse will encourage you to stay connected to Allah, support your deen, and uplift your character. If someone has a good heart, respects others, and leads a life based on Islamic values, it is a positive indication that they are a good match. Sometimes, Allah shows us signs by removing obstacles. If everything starts falling into place smoothly, whether it is family approval, financial stability, or circumstances aligning, it could be Allah's way of showing that this relationship is meant to be. Allah promises in the Quran, "And whosoever fears Allah and keeps his duty to Him, He will make a way for him and provide for him from sources he never could imagine." Surah At-Talaq 65, verse 2-3. This means that when something is destined for you, Allah paves the way in unexpected ways. A strong sense of compatibility is another clear sign. Compatibility does not mean sharing every interest, but rather aligning in values, life goals, and Islamic principles. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "The best of you are those who are best to their wives." Tirmidhi. If someone understands, respects, and values you, and your personalities complement each other, it is a strong indication that Allah has placed them in your life for a reason. One of the most important steps when considering someone for marriage is performing istikhara, the special prayer for guidance. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, encouraged us to pray istikhara before making major life decisions. After praying, you may feel an overwhelming sense of peace and certainty, or you may notice that things start aligning in your favor. If, however, you feel restless, uncertain, or continuously face obstacles, it might be a sign that this person is not meant for you. Trust that Allah's knowledge is far greater than ours, and He always guides us toward what is best. If you are seeing these signs in your life, it could mean that Allah is showing you your spouse. However, it is essential to remain patient and trust in His plan. The right person will come at the right time. If that person has not entered your life yet, do not lose hope. Allah knows what is best for you, and He will bring the right spouse into your life at the perfect moment. As the Quran reminds us, perhaps you dislike something, and it is good for you, and perhaps you love something, and it is bad for you. Allah knows while you do not know. Surah Al-Baqarah 2, 216. Marriage is a blessing, and when Allah chooses someone for you, the journey toward them will be guided by peace, ease, and divine wisdom. Trust in Allah's plan, keep making dua, and when the right person comes along, you will recognize them through the signs He has given you. Recognizing the signs that Allah is showing you your spouse is a beautiful experience, but the journey doesn't end there. Once you believe that someone might be the right person for you, the next step is to seek clarity, guidance, and make decisions that align with Islamic teachings. Many people hesitate or feel unsure about what to do next. Should you wait for more signs? Should you move forward? How do you confirm if this person is truly meant for you? The first and most important step is to turn to Allah through istikhara. Istikhara is a special prayer where we seek Allah's guidance in making the right decision. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught us that istikhara brings clarity and prevents regret. After performing istikhara, pay close attention to how you feel. If your heart feels at peace and things start falling into place naturally, it is a positive sign. However, if you feel uneasy, restless, or obstacles keep appearing, it may be a sign that this person is not meant for you. Next, involve your family and trusted elders. In Islam, marriage is not just a personal decision, it is a commitment that affects families and communities. Seek the advice of your parents or guardians, as their wisdom and life experience can help you see things more clearly. If they approve and support the decision, it can be a sign of barakah, blessing, in the process. However, if they have valid concerns, take them seriously and reflect on whether this is truly the right choice. It is also crucial to evaluate the person's character and deen beyond the surface level. Sometimes we may feel a strong emotional connection to someone, but emotions alone are not enough to sustain a marriage. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, advised, "The most complete of the believers in faith are those with the best character." Tirmidhi. Observe their manners, how they treat others, and whether their actions align with Islamic values. Do they help you grow spiritually? Do they encourage you to stay connected to Allah? A righteous spouse should bring you closer to your faith, not distract you from it. Communication is another key step. In Islam, modest and respectful conversations before marriage, with the involvement of family, are encouraged to understand compatibility. Ask meaningful questions about their values, life goals, and expectations for marriage. Do your visions for the future align? Do they share similar priorities regarding family, faith, and responsibilities? Having these discussions early can prevent misunderstandings later. Finally, trust in Allah's plan and be patient. If this person is truly written for you, nothing will take them away. And if they are not meant for you, no matter how much you try, the relationship will not work out. Allah's wisdom is greater than ours, and He knows what is best. Keep making dua, stay firm in your faith, and believe that whatever happens will be for your ultimate good. The right person will come at the right time, in the best way, as part of Allah's perfect plan. Finding the right spouse is one of the most significant journeys in life. It is not just about love or companionship. It is about fulfilling a sacred bond that Allah has designed for you. If you feel that Allah is showing you signs, do not ignore them. Pay attention to the peace in your heart, the ease in your path, and the way your du'as start aligning with reality. But also remember, the best way to seek clarity is through sincere prayer and trust in Allah's wisdom. Sometimes we become impatient or fearful of the future. We wonder if we will ever find the right person or if we are making the right decision. But Allah's plans are always greater than our own. What is written for you will never miss you, and what is not meant for you will never stay. Trust that Allah will bring the right person at the right time. Marriage is a blessing, but it should be entered with faith, wisdom, and patience. Keep making dua, strengthen your relationship with Allah, and when the right person comes, you will recognize them, not just by worldly measures, but by the peace they bring into your life and the way they draw you closer to your Creator.